Hello everyone, welcome back to some bridge. Today is day 2 of the free weekend survivor event, which, it's a 2-day event. If you do above average, I think, in day 1, you qualify for day 2. I didn't record a video of it, but I did play in the day 1 yesterday. I had a pretty decent session. 61 or something? About 62, actually. Mostly just pretty normal results. I was pleased with my 90-something% here for figuring out a way to make 4 clubs when it was not an especially good contract. But we're not going to go over the details of that. We're just going to play this event, which is 12 boards of match points. I mean, it's still a free event that thousands of complete chumps play every, but compared to all the other free events with thousands of chumps, this is kind of the premier event of the format, I guess. You get where there's actually a qualifying bar. You can't be a total moron and playing this. And it's 12 boards of actual bridge, and not like a Just Declare event or 8 boards or whatever. I say actual bridge. I mean, the deals are still a little rigged, but it's close to actual bridge. This is a strong hand, obviously. I don't think you can justify opening this 2 clubs. Like, it is more quick tricks than losers, which is a metric that I have heard cited. All right, this is 4.5 quick tricks and 4 losers. But it's just, if these honors were actually in my long suits, maybe you could consider it, although I think it would be pretty fringe, not a popular choice. But as it is, I think it's just unreasonable to even contemplate. Obviously, we can just jump to 4 hearts here, but we should stop. Is there, some holding for partner that would be, slam suitable? And yeah, if partner had, say, ace, queen, 4th of spades, and a stiff diamond, maybe we could rough enough diamonds? No. Because we would just run out of trump. Probably. I mean, I guess in principle you could rough. But, there's no way it would be a laydown. So that's the rule of thumb is, if you can imagine a perfect minimum for partner that would make slam laydown, you should at least look for it. Here, the perfect minimum I can think of for partner, let me just adjust the window size there, makes slam possible but dubious. So I think we just settle for 4. Stiff diamond, I mean, that's certainly a good part of the hand, but clearly the trump suit is too weak to be thinking about 6 here, so I'm happy to be in 4. This is a little suspicious. East didn't want to beat the 7? I mean, I guess you could just have 8 jack and see there's no point. Okay, fine. East is a passed hand, West isn't. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's really much to think about. You just... Actually, I guess one thing to think about is, should you cash the clubs? I think probably not. Because the diamond you're pitching is likely to be a winner anyway, the 5th round of diamonds. And the club stopper is useful to make it harder for them to tap you in clubs. So, and also as a hand re-entry, I think for many reasons you should not cash the ace of clubs here. The king, huh? The question is how high to rough here. If East is over roughing, it would be sort of embarrassing to rough low. But I mean, even if he is over roughing, West might have the 8, in which case roughing with the 7 is a good idea. I think East is not unlikely to have the queen of diamonds as well. So let's rough low. Okay, wow, forced ace, huh? Well, I guess I'm going to go down. Should have cashed that king of clubs after all. I'm now going to lose 2 diamonds and 2 spades. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that was a double dummy error. Right? If we ask this thing accuracy. Yep. Dropped a trick. And I imagine it was when I didn't cash the ace of clubs in time. Yeah, I have to do it right now. No, I can do it later? That's a bit of a surprise. Lead a club back. Sure, I did. Oh, and I guess you have to give up on diamond ruffs. No? Oh, I see. Because West has ducked the queen and jack of diamonds, you should not ruff this. Yeah, forget that. I don't think you should be so confident that West has ducked that you don't ruff at all. I think roughing low is a reasonable compromise. Well, I mean, I guess it's their hand. I'm going to stay out of it. Partner backs in with 2 diamonds. I guess I'm passing. Claiming it shows 11 or more points? I don't believe you. Like, I guess the argument is you were hoping I would double a spade for takeout and you were going to pass? That's why you could bid this with a good hand? I don't think this is true. I think you just have a bad hand. And some diamonds. Hello? I want to bid more here. I don't think I can. But my trump support and my hearts are so much better than partner is expecting. Like, I don't know. We're not making 3-0. I don't think we're making 5 diamonds or 4 hearts, so I guess I just pass. I wish I could tell partner, hey, my hand is amazing, but I don't think I really should. Yeah, and this is a fine contract. So, outside of the trump suit, we have no losers remaining. So we just have to solve the trumps for as few losers as possible. I'm pretty sure running the queen is correct. Because it succeeds whenever East has king X. Or East has king third and the 10 happens to fall over here. Low to the ace is only better if one of the opponents has stiff king, which is much less likely than the, yeah. All right, nothing we could do there. I'll lose a diamond. Well, with hearts 3-3, we probably do make 4 hearts. Well, lose a spade, a club, a diamond. Are we getting tapped somehow? Probably not. Yeah, it seems like it makes 4 hearts. Well, 11 opposite 11, and we had a fit, but their fit outranks ours, so obviously passing that out is a totally normal decision. Just trying to evaluate whether it would have worked out better to bid. It's pretty close. Like if I open a club, West can probably scrape together a double. Well, West isn't a passed hand. I think, these days experts would double with this hand, but I bet the robot wouldn't. North bids a heart. Pass. I bid one no, and now West really can't come in, and North probably has to invite game. And we play 2 no trump, which feels terrible. Yeah, that's why you're not supposed to open these hands. Yeah, bidding would have been a disaster. This hand is interesting, though. We have 21 points opposite 3 diamonds. If partner has king 7th of diamonds and nothing else, 3-no will go down more often than it makes, but it still could make. And if partner has like a queen or even a jack outside, we might still make it. And of course, if he has like king queen 7th of diamonds, we're like guaranteed to make it. Barring a 4-0 split, which is unlikely. So I think 3-0 is a pretty normal bid, but I wonder if 5 diamonds might be better, or perhaps even more. Is it possible we could make a slam? How many tricks do we have? Let's say we have 7 diamonds. We get 2 hearts in the club, that's 10 tricks. Gonna need a lot extra from partner to make 12. And that's even assuming his diamonds are very good. Or, well, king and queen. So I think we just take the quiet, normal route, bid 3-0 here. Could be really quiet and pass, but I think it would be a bad choice. Partner does have good diamonds. So unless East has all 4, we can pick up 7 of them. 8, 9, 10, this is 11. So we've certainly got a chance at 12 tricks, the way partner's hand is, and the opening lead showing us the ace of diamonds, spades is over here. It is match point, so it's pretty important to make 6 if we can. So let's think about what's going on in the spade and heart suits. Because the club finesse is an obvious way we could try to make a 12th trick, but there are others. 3, 5, ace, 7. And then East switched. I don't know if that tells me he probably has the queen of spades or probably doesn't have it. Like with the queen, wouldn't you continue trying to set up your suit? Like maybe partner has the jack or something? So I feel like East doesn't have that. West probably does. And yeah, that makes sense. Like you would rather lead from the queen of spades than the nothing of spades against no trump. So let's place West with the queen of spades. The 8 of hearts is also a lead that, I mean, it's a pretty high spot, right? It suggests East has no hearts above the 8. But that doesn't really hold up, right? Because if West had queen, jack, 10, anything of hearts, he would be leading those instead of a flimsy queen high spade suit, I think. So I think East's 8 is from something more like queen, 10, 8. Although, I guess that would be okay. Queen, I don't know why you would lead the 8 from something like that. Queen, 10, 8, X, maybe. Isn't this one of those situations where you should lead the 10 to kind of nullify dummy's 9, though? I think so. Because if, like, you have queen 10, I don't know, anyway, whatever. So, the funny thing is, if we place West with the queen of spades, then you actually never need to take the club finesse because a double squeeze around hearts. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work. Right. Because the hand with only one threat is north, the jack of clubs. And the guard of the clubs would be an east's hand if the finesse is working. And if the hand... That would mean that... Wait, is that fine? What type? Okay, let's categorize this threat. This would be a type. Yeah, a type L double squeeze, according to Clyde Love's terminology, and those never work. Okay, so if East has the club queen king, we actually do have to finesse him for it. We could try like a heart club squeeze or a heart spade squeeze or something, or even a club spade squeeze against West, which wouldn't work also. Yeah, the entries are wrong, so I think all these squeezes just don't really come out to anything. You might as well just finesse East for the king of clubs. Okay. Yeah, cash this first just to make sure the suit is... Yikes. Well... I have some good news and some bad news. Okay. So the good news is, if I lead the queen of clubs, they have to let me win it, because they can't afford to make the jack of clubs into an entry. Well, no, that's not true, because I have to lose 2 tricks that way. Right? And they can knock out my heart stoppers in time. Yikes. 2 tricks. 2 more diamonds is 4. A spade and a heart would be 6. I would need 3 clubs if the diamonds aren't coming in, which I might well have. West's 8 of clubs is very interesting. He might have the king and or 10. Like, if I can find the 10 of clubs, I can make 9 tricks. Would West really... Well, West doesn't know about my club holding, so he might be willing to pitch from something like king 10 8x. Although, why pitch the 8 in that case? So maybe we think West doesn't have the 10, but that gives it to East, who's already marked with long diamonds. Other things to think about. I guess there is potentially some sort of throw-in against East to make him lead a diamond away from the jack someday. Okay. It seems likely that the opponents will be able to cash too many hearts before this happens, but it's a possibility. I think West has the king of clubs. Maybe like king 10 5th? This kind of suit West might carelessly discard the 8 from instead of a smaller one. So I can lead the queen and kind of defer the decision of who to finesse for the 10, I think. See, my entries are pretty squirrely. I don't have a lot of ways back to hand outside of clubs. I think if I want to finesse against the 10, I have to do it right now. Well, let's lead the 3 and see what happens. The 8 and then the 5, huh? All right, I'm putting in the 6. Got him. So now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 certain tricks. If I want to set up a 10th with a diamond throw-in, well, I mean, it seems unlikely to work, but if I duck this heart, I mean, I think, no, if I duck this heart, there's not really any throw-ins, right? What about a spade diamond squeeze against East, though? In case I'm wrong about where the Queen of Spades is? Yeah. If East has the Queen of Spades, he's going to get squeezed if we duck this. And if he doesn't, I don't think there's much we can do. So let's duck here. King doubleton. So it turns out, after West pitched a club, we could have crossed to dummy, club to the queen, ace of clubs, club to the jack, winning because the king drops, heart back, club, like, we could have scored 4 club tricks. Got him! Okay, well, I think I actually could have taken 11 tricks if I had known. West's careless discard from 10-8 4th. That hand took longer than the first 3 put together, I think. So this was the layout, huh? And when we get here... Yeah, so I could cross in diamonds. No, this wouldn't be an extra trick, I don't think. Because yes, I could cash all the clubs, but I'd have to cash I'd use up my diamond entry, right? So I wouldn't have a late re-entry to the 10 of diamonds for this squeeze against East. Yeah, it says 1 over trick is the best I can do here. Okay, cool. And indeed, I do have... No, I don't even have to put in the 6 here. Oh, because West pitched down to 10 4th. I was playing low in case West actually had King 10 5th. Okay, but anyway. It says I can go up or duck. Yeah, I guess Why can I go up? I guess both opponents are kind of strip squeezed by the run of the clubs. That's kind of interesting. Let's see how that looks. Come on. There we go. So if I hop on this king and cash, oops, all the clubs. East obviously can't pitch any diamonds. A spade seems safe enough, right, for now. West follows. West should probably... Oh, no, West isn't squeezed at all, is he? It's just East. And what does East pitch here? A diamond gives me the whole diamond suit. A spade lets me play king and a small spade. Or king and then jack of spades because the queen falls. So he pitches a heart. But now I get that throw-in I was talking about at the beginning when I found out about the 4-0 split. We can play king of spades, spade. And East is in, and West has a bunch of winners, but East can't get to West's winners. He has to lead a diamond towards the king, queen, 10. Okay, well, I think 430 or 630 rather, is a great result on that board. I'm sure it won't be a top, but it should be good. What is this? 18. Sure, I guess we can settle in 3 diamonds. I don't think I need any entries to the south hand. Let's make sure the Jack of Spades is an entry, just in case that's relevant. As expected, it isn't. Now, the hearts are a real threat, right? If I just draw trump, they can attack hearts. What if I try roughing hearts? Well, then I lose a bunch of trump. What I would love to do is set up clubs, but that's easier said than done. Like if I play ace king of clubs, rough a club, they can attack hearts, but I guess then at least I'm getting roughs and it's probably fine. Don't forget West has 6 hearts. Is that relevant? I mean, I'm hoping West doesn't rough the second club. Good. Heart next, right? Spade. Okay, that's good news for me, I think. Don't under-rough, yikes. So aren't there only 2 diamonds left now? We had 8, the opponent started with 5, they've played 3 of them. Yeah, they only have 2 left. So I can just draw all the trumps and run the clubs and lose a heart at the end. This is a fantastic result. I feel certain they should have taken more than 3 tricks. Not a lot more, but yeah, they should have taken 4 apparently. I think when they got in, they should have tapped dummy in hearts rather than, you know, trying to produce a spade rough. Or tap the south hand, which yeah, I guess was dummy. 13 points, we can open a spade. Sure, love to be forced to game. You like spades, fine. I guess just, oh god. Gib plays this really awful fast arrival system that was popular when 2/1 was first invented, but isn't actually good. I don't have a way to, like, be neutral. I have to either encourage slam or jump all the way to game and take away all our room. I guess the good news is, because these deals are rigged, I do know partner doesn't have an especially good hand. And the 2 clubs means we probably have not much of a secondary fit, so sure, I'll just jump to game. I would not like bidding this with a partner whose hand could be excellent, but in this situation that's not actually possible. All right, it would be a big mistake to draw trumps right now, and I'm sure much of BBO will do that. The highest priority is getting rid of these hearts, which we can do by crossing to dummy in clubs and then just cashing the rest of the clubs. Now we attack trump. The heart's disposed of. Pretty sure leading the king is right. It unblocks the suit, and I don't see how it could hurt me because I'm not roughing anything in dummy anytime soon. Okay, and we can claim making 6 here. Even though the spades apparently are 4-1. The diamonds have split 3-2, so I can cross the 10, rough back to hand, and enjoy all the diamonds. 20 points? Yeah, 3 sixes and a 2. I would rather open this a heart than 2 no. I think there are people out there who might open 2 no, and I'm sure lots of BBO. What's a word for a dumb person that starts with B? BBO bonces? That's not a word we use in America. But lots of BBO bonces will open with 2 clubs. This is kind of an awkward spot. You don't want to redouble in. Sorry, you don't want to double in here, partner bid 3 diamonds. You certainly don't want to pass. 2 no is probably the best choice. Yeah. I guess you could. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Really? Those are some diamonds, partner. Charlotte's Web would put up a sign saying those are some diamonds. Well, Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. So we have 7 diamond tricks. There's no way the suit can break badly enough to not have 7. We have at least the 3 other aces is 10 tricks. And East is a favorite to hold any card outside of spades. What do we do with that? Obviously, we could, like, cash all the diamonds right away and then take a finesse in hearts or clubs. That seems sort of reasonable. And then if it doesn't work, East is going to return a spade. We can probably duck that. No, sorry, West will be on lead. Oh. And anything West leads will be a disaster, right? What are the 5 pitches I'm making from hand on the 7 diamonds? Yeah, that's sort of a problem, isn't it? You can pitch 3 hearts in a club in relative safety. But then when you take a finesse, it's going to be a 2-card suit, so you have to destroy one of your finesse holdings. So if West wins, he can just continue the suit you lost the finesse in. Well, if we cash 7 diamonds right away, everyone would have to come down to 6 cards. West kind of has to keep at least 3 spades, right? Otherwise, we could just play ace and then queen of spades, forcing West to lead something else for us. So he can only keep 3 other cards. Problem is you have to guess what those other cards are if you want to end play him. And you have to discard before he does. Yeah, it feels like there ought to be some sort of cool, like, finesse and throw in. I mean, I should just choose to take a finesse in the suit that East has the king in, and then I can, then we'll all celebrate. But I don't know for sure what suit that is. Well, let's see if the discards are revelatory. Spades so far from West, of course. Spade from East is interesting. West pitches 1 heart. Spade and club, heart. East is now void in spades. Spade, club, heart. Now a heart here. Spade, club, heart. Spade, club, spade, heart, actually. So west, east shape was 2x, 3x. Pitched a club 2 tricks before pitching a heart. What does that tell me? I don't know. I think I'm going to play east for the king of clubs. Nope. So west had to pitch 6 times. We saw 1 heart and 1 club, I think, and 4 spades. So that would mean west has only 2 spades left, right? If I'm mathing correctly, yes. King jack of spades. King of clubs. I mean, it's sort of unlikely that he has the king of hearts, but I don't care who has it. I just want west to win and lead a heart for me. I haven't counted the clubs super carefully. It's possible west has 1. I don't think he can have 2. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Okay, so I managed to use west to take a finesse in both clubs and hearts. Wish I could have done a little bit better, but that's still a nice achievement. No, this should be artificial weakness showing, right? Yeah. I have a really nice hand, though. I'm not going to let you out in 3 clubs. I'm just going to bid 3 now. I think it's true that I would welcome a switch to any suit. Although maybe I just don't have enough losers that I should even duck a spade. I guess I kind of do. Well, but like I might as well take the club finesse, right? I don't think it accomplishes much for me to duck. Well, okay, so I guess the problem is I don't really have time to attack clubs and hearts. Unless the clubs come in for no losers. So I'm taking like 4 clubs, 2 spades, and 2 diamonds is 8? It's kind of annoying. Maybe I'll play low just on the possibility East might have Queen Jack of spades. Stranger things have happened. And if West puts up an honor, I don't think there's much harm in ducking. Sure. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I think just ace of clubs then. I want this jack to be an entry someday. Pleased to see East winning that as opposed to ducking. I think that would give me a harder time. let's work on the hearts now. So now we're down to just one loser. Ideal conditions for a squeeze. And I have 2 threat suits, right? Well, threat cards. The 9 of hearts and the Jack of diamonds. I can't necessarily afford to take the diamond finesse. And the squeeze will work about as often as the finesse will. Perhaps a bit more. And it doesn't risk losing the lead. Yeah. So we need to cash the clubs. I don't think we have to cash the winners in either red suit first. Yeah, just cash the clubs pitching, say, a diamond. And then a heart to the queen. Alternatively, I suppose I could pitch a heart, and that way I can afford to cash the ace of diamonds. But like, it doesn't really matter. None of this matters. What I do, it's very much an automatic squeeze. Where like, if it works, it's just going to be so obvious. There's nothing you have to do about it. So the finesse would have worked. It wasn't even really a squeeze. Like, it was just the Jack was falling all along. But it still would have worked if, like, one of East's spades were a heart. He would have been forced to discard that heart or a diamond to prevent, like, you know. He couldn't keep 3 hearts and 3 diamonds. Because at this point, everyone is down to 5 cards. I guess it would be 2 hearts at this point. Couldn't keep 2 hearts? And 3 diamonds? You obviously can. Oh, right. There's still another club to go. Yes. Now here, even if this 8 of spades had been a small heart, you'd still have a similar problem. You'd have to pitch it and come down to the Jack stiff of hearts or the Queen doubleton of diamonds. So the squeeze there works. I guess this is a slightly interesting, like, basic squeeze stuff. Not even really about the squeeze technique, but so in an automatic squeeze like this with, 2 threat suits in opposite hands, the squeeze, generally speaking, works whenever either opponent has both of the relevant cards. Here, the Jack of hearts and the Queen of diamonds. And that's about 50% of the time, right? It might sound a little bit more, because like, oh, you need them to have both? Isn't that 25? Well, sure. It's 25% for East to have both of them, but it's also 25% for West to have both of them. And so add those together, you get about 50%. So it's about on the same par as a finesse, right? But you also have extra chances. Like, maybe, maybe the squeeze doesn't look like it's working, but the relevant honor was doubleton anyway, as in this case the Jack was. Where one of the lines you could have taken here instead would be a heart finesse. Just as likely to work as the diamond finesse, really. The squeeze works if the 2 guards are in the same hand, or if one of them just happens to be dropping to begin with. So really, it's actually slightly better than the finesse in most cases. And as you saw, kind of brain dead simple to operate there. If you don't know anything about squeeze theory, you could make a mistake by, cashing the red suits before the clubs. But I don't think that would be a very natural play. You feel like, okay, the clubs are winners, let's run them, and I'll delay the decision about which suit to finesse, even if you don't know you're playing for a squeeze. And then at the end, you're like, well, I don't know, I'll cash an ace and see if an honor has dropped, and then if not, I can maybe decide to finesse after that. And then the honor drops, and it's like, oh, great, I don't need the finesse. The squeeze just played itself. You didn't really have to know anything. Those are kind of the simplest kind of. They're categorized as a simple squeeze, and more specifically, an automatic simple squeeze. One spade, two spades. I think I just pass. Try to go plus. The 7 of spades. Well, no need to play the 8 on this. Well, no, if East has king third, I would want to repeat the finesse. Sure. And it's not like I'm ever roughing anything in dummy, and I don't really need any dummy entries, so I'll make sure. Oh, this is kind of funny. If you do play the 8 here and East ducks, the only way to stay in dummy is to play the 5, which means you can no longer use the 6 as an entry later. Huh. Well, that's fine. I don't need any dummy entries. Okay, East covers, and now the 6 is actually a potential entry. Yeah, I can cash one of these. Great. So this is where, I don't know, we're going to be slightly greedy match point players. Let's try to not lose a diamond by taking a club double finesse. Oh, easy enough, it's working. Both onside, okay. And they don't even play a diamond, which would have slightly put me to the test. Great. Well, bad news, partner. We're going to make 5. Could have been a little bit higher. Really? Okay. I may as well play the rather unlikely diamond heart squeeze out. That's the king. We haven't seen the queen or jack of diamonds, though, right? Okay, the queen is still guarding, so pitch the 10. Heart? Got him. Bad news, partner. We missed a slam. Boy. East's king of diamonds cost them there. It's understandable. You don't know. Like, Declare might be trying to pull a fast one on you. Like, I don't know. It's not very realistic, right? Why? Yeah, why would Declare play ace and then low towards his hand if he had ace queen? This is the kind of mistake only a robot would make, is playing the king here. Because he's thinking, oh no, what if Declare started with ace queen x? I gotta play the king. Don't let him win that queen. But of course nobody would play that way if that's what they started with. You would take the finesse. So you can see this is East's blunder. He needs to hang on to this king of diamonds so that West isn't squeezed in the red suits. If East plays a small diamond, then when I run all the spades, West can afford to throw away all the diamonds and keep king x of hearts. But when West has the only diamond guard and the only heart guard, he comes under pressure here. Now this one actually is another simple squeeze, but not categorized as automatic because, what do they call it, positional? Yeah. So this squeeze would not work if East were the one with both red suit guards. Because you have to pitch from dummy before East has to pitch. But otherwise, it's still very... It's pretty simple because you don't have any extra winners muddying the waters. You can just like cash all your tricks and then throw away any cards that are definitely never going to be winners. The 10 of diamonds is definitely never going to be a winner because West isn't going to have to pitch again. So you might as well throw away the 10 and hope that the hearts are both winners. It's kind of cute to have 2 hands in a row demonstrating basic squeeze technique. Oh, yeah, I can afford 2 hearts if partner's got 4 of those, which he does. And I guess we just shut up and let them have the auction. They apparently have great hands with spade fits. Yeah, that's a good dummy to see to have when partner overcalls a spade. Okay. We're obviously playing the ace here, just thinking about the hand in general. Where are we getting four tricks? Oh, interesting, by the way. Partner has no spades? I'm a little surprised he couldn't bid a bit more over three clubs with a spade void. So West has two hearts, five spades is seven, therefore six cards in the minors. So he might be able to pitch. This is kind of, I don't know, a little trick I read somewhere once that I've become fixated on is, sometimes you cash winners to make sure that they don't get discarded on another suit, right? For example, here, we might worry, we better cash our clubs because maybe partner has the king of clubs, but declarer has four diamond winners like king jack 10x and could pitch a club on a diamond. Sometimes you cash winners to prevent them being pitched like this. And the thing I read that stuck with me that I had never thought of before, and this was, a couple of years ago that I read this, it's not brand new to me, is if declarer and dummy have the same total number of cards in two suits, for example, if they each had 7 cards in the minors, then declarer can't use minor suit cards from one hand to usefully shorten minor suits in the other hand, if that makes sense. Let's say, this is false, but let's say we knew that West had 5 cards in the minors here. Then there would be no rush to cash clubs. Because even if he does have, a bunch of diamonds to pitch... Wait, am I stupid? Is this not true at all? It doesn't seem true. It seems like if he had 5 diamonds and no club... Oh, right. The point is, let's say West had 5 diamond winners and could pitch all of Dummy's clubs on his good diamonds. Then you might say, oh boy, we better cash that ace of clubs. But the point is, if that's the case, and of course we know that West has 5 cards in the minors, if he has 5 diamonds, he has no clubs already. There's no point in him pitching anything. Maybe he has 1 club and 4 diamonds and can get 1 useful pitch from Dummy? Sure, but he already has a stiff club in hand, so it's not helping any. And, the same if he happened to have 5 clubs and could pitch all of Dummy's diamonds. Fine, but there's no point cashing them because he's void in diamonds himself. So, if you can prove that declarer has the same length in 2 suits, you don't have, as Dummy does, you don't have to worry about cashing winners in those suits quickly. Well, here you still might worry because, maybe declarer has king queen of hearts and could pitch clubs from his own hand on hearts from Dummy, where we haven't proven, that hearts are part of one of these 2-suit parity things. Anyway, in this case, though, that doesn't apply because West has 6 cards in the minors and East only has 5. So declarer could manage 1 meaningful pitch from Dummy from cashing a winner in hand in one of the minors. So there is some argument that it could be useful to switch to a minor. But I think it's also, what holding could partner have where continuing a heart is right? I don't think there is one. If partner has king 4th, fine, we get to win the king, but we're probably getting the king anyway. We're for sure getting the king anyway. And that would mean that declarer has the queen of hearts, which means we would be setting up a useful pitch from his hand on Dummy's jack. Likewise, if declarer has the queen of hearts, or the king of hearts, then, sure, it doesn't necessarily hurt to lead a heart, but it doesn't help because we're never getting to cash one. So, I think we have to switch to a minor. And the one West has values in is clubs. So let's go after diamonds. Just in case Declare has something like, King Jack, fourth of clubs. Does that add up? 5 spades, 2 hearts, 4 clubs, 2 diamonds. I don't think that actually accomplishes anything, but I don't think it hurts either. Whoa! Okay, so that's fine. That is a way that switching to a diamond could have backfired, though. If West is void of diamonds and has the Queen of Hearts, he could have pitched his last heart loser on the Ace of Diamonds. Are you shitting me, partner? You have 7 diamonds and 4 hearts and could not move here? Oh, wait, West didn't show clubs. I did. But, West is also showing clubs, apparently. So, okay, we know everybody's shape exactly then, right? Partner has 0, 4, 7, 2. Okay. Which means Declare has 6 clubs? And the King of Hearts. And Ace fifth of Spades. Well, King X of Hearts originally, King remaining now. I mean, I guess we're going to win 1 club and hold him to 5. Maybe 2 if partner's club doubleton is King X. There's no danger ducking the first club. We might as well see if partner has the king. But he doesn't. Alright, I mean, I give up. Where's that concede button? I don't think you should sell out at the 2 level here, partner, or the 3 level. Your hand is huge. I've voluntarily raised your hearts, and you're void in the suit opponents are vigorously bidding. I think you could manage to squeeze out a 3-level bid there. Yeah, I mean, the partner is not really being very cooperative. He's bidding 2 spades reluctantly, and I don't have that much extra. Let's just try to go plus. Nice diamonds. Eventually, you can set up the diamonds to pitch a club. The problem is, by the time you do that, the opponents will have cashed the clubs. So you could try to ruff a club in dummy. Problem is, they may well score a diamond ruff if you do that. They can probably score a diamond ruff if they want anyway. So I think we just duck this club, kind of forcing the opponents to lead trump. They're not doing it. Okay. Ruff's coming? No. Weird. Okay. I'm going to finesse the jack here. Nice. So now the question is, can I afford heart ruff, club ruff, heart ruff? No. So I'm probably just losing a club here after the spade finesse. But I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. Wow. East had 5 spades? This is not great. This is really not great. If I rough in now, I'm just in a lot of trouble. Okay, let's pitch a diamond. Yeah, of course, it's a club. Good play. I'm never getting any of these diamonds anyway. Okay, now I can take the rest in spades. Roughing in earlier looks appealing because you kind of are not I could have won some tricks by roughing, but it's the same 3 spades I was always getting, and I was never going to get any diamonds. I mean, it turns out, I guess, if I rough in here, I can actually take 3 spades and a diamond because he still has 1 left. I didn't think he did, though. So, I don't know. Maybe what I did was just rolling over for no reason. What's the universe where I get more tricks by declaring the way I did? I don't think there is one. If they make a mistake and, lead a card that dummy can win, King of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Heart, then my line would be productive, but obviously that's never happening. So I might as well hope East has a diamond left and rough in early. Yeah, I should go down only 1. So that's an error. Easy 2-no trump here. We have an excellent hand in support of hearts, and we want to investigate slam. Partner has short diamonds? That's not exactly good news. But, I mean, it's not the end of the world. What does Gib want me to do? 3 spades Q? Yes. 3 hearts showing extras, or 3 spades showing extras, and the ace of spades. Well, it seems like I should show the ace of spades. Partner is not impressed. Okay. Well, I don't want to go down in 5 hearts. I haven't gotten any good news from partner since opening bid, so I think we give up here. Yep. Wouldn't have gone down in 5, but definitely not making 6. I'm rough and high. Don't think you can get away with that, kids. Okay. And even if the trump are 3-0, we're still doing fine, so I'll just claim. And it's over. An hour. So how did we do? Show me the... Another 62. Very consistent. Board 5, 100% out of 185 tables. Nobody did as well as or better than me. Really? Well... Are they bidding again? Or, I mean, the robots made a mistake here. So that obviously explains some of the good results. Right here was where East was supposed to play a heart. I mean, I feel like it was a normal-ish contract, but I guess people don't know how to bid. Maybe they're bidding 3 clubs here instead of doubling. I guess I could see that. But with 3 card support in both suits, yes, obviously you'd rather have 4. But I have extra strength to make up for it. And it's much more flexible than just insisting on clubs. But I guess, yeah, maybe BBO is insisting on clubs. And you have to lose 4 tricks in that contract at least, right? You lose 1 trick in every suit. Which is what should have happened to me. Well, I should have lost maybe more. Hey. Okay, well, I'm happy to take my 100%. What's with this 95? 3-no, making 4. Oh, this was the one where I found the... squeeze against East at the end. Nice, yeah. Glad to see that's rewarded. Yeah, 3 squeezes today, actually. That's sort of unusual. And all of them working, as I recall. Did badly for 4 spades here, huh? Yeah, I think the field is probably just cashing the 2 clubs. I'm still not sure it was the right play, but it definitely works here. Board, well, I guess we can look at 6. Just a very routine auction. And as I told you, I'm sure a lot of BBO is forgetting that they need to cash the clubs right away. Very basic stuff. Board 7, we did badly for 3-no making 5. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm a little surprised by that, actually. I didn't guess great, but I did actually get to take finesses in both suits, which is not so easy. And it seems like we're in the right contract, right? Maybe people are taking different auctions to get them a spade lead from West? Could be. Board 8, we did well. Yeah, this was the hard diamond squeeze. After getting lucky. I think the main thing was just like getting lucky that East let a low spade against this auction. And then not popping with the king. Board 9, completely average, huh? I thought this was a decent result. We actually got more tricks. I got more tricks than I should have. Weird. Okay. 10, pretty average as well. Yeah, I guess there's not much to do here. The opponents have a game, and 11, my worst result of the day. What happened here? Oh yeah. So this, as I said, I could have tried a little harder by roughing in sooner. Also, I didn't realize partner. We had a 9-card diamond fit, and partner was like, "Let's go back to spades." I know that's like fairly normal to do, but it is kind of a downer. Like, because 2 diamonds doesn't always involve an actual 4-card suit, and sometimes there are even 6 spades. So a false preference back with 2-card support is pretty normal. Although when you have 5 diamonds, I don't know. I think I would just pass 2 diamonds. Well, yeah. I think I would pass 2 diamonds with this hand, and that would score better. But obviously the robots are all bidding at the same, so it's not like we had a different auction. I just didn't play it as well as the field. Because I had some fancy ideas in my head about what might go well if I didn't rough in. But actually, I should rough in right away. And here, just, I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people are overbidding and some people are forgetting they should rough the club high. Sure. All right, well. Oh, we could even, no, I can't look at the overall results because the event's not over yet. But good showing in both sessions, even though you guys didn't get to watch the first session. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.